Hi,
Hi.
welcome to the Car Girls Show. I'm Janis Showers. I'm here today with my friend Christine Mitchell. Hi, Christine.
Hey, Janis, how you doing?
I'm awesome. Really
Great.
good. Really good for a beautiful summer day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thanks
And
for asking me to join you.
yeah. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. Christine, you and I chatted before, and I know we wanted to talk specifically about appointment process in car dealerships because that's what we do. And I was listening to a podcast, and it was automotive specific, and they were talking about how car dealerships are losing money and losing customers because they aren't letting people just drive through. Why can't people just drive into a car dealership and tell us they need an oil change? Okay, so one of the things I just want to talk about quickly is, I've been in the car business 30 years. A lot of nightmares I've seen go on by just letting people come in or not having a good appointment process. Okay, here's a couple of examples. I was in a dealership. A mother had called in and said, I want to bring in my minivan, have my oil change. What time can I come in? The girl at the desk says, just drive in. We don't take any appointments. First come, first serve. She said, but I have to pick my kids up at a certain time. I need to know I'm going to be in and out of there. No, just drive in, don't worry. The customer, the mother, wasn't comfortable doing that because she didn't know what time she would get out of there based on that. So there's one issue. I've seen it happen before. A customer just drove in and then they checked the serial number, found out there was a recall and a part was needed. And the customer's, what? I have to come back? Why didn't you tell me this before? Well, we just told you to drive in. Okay. Or even worse, I've seen a car leave with an open recall because nobody checked it by just letting them drive in.
Yeah, and that's money out the door, right?
It's money out the door for the dealership, and it's not good service for the customer.
No,
That's bad. And the customer's actually, the dealership's actually liable. What if something happens as a result of not doing the recall, and and we have a record of the customer coming in and we didn't check it? So that's an issue. And then from a customer perspective, what happens when they have to come back again? Then that's a waste of time. Okay. Or worse, what if they need brakes, Christine, and they're going to need brakes in 6 weeks, but we didn't get the tires off or get it up on the hoist to have a look at it?
Right.
Like from a customer perspective, I'm telling you quickly from a dealership perspective, you have to have good process in place to avoid those mistakes, which is checking the VIN, making sure that we are looking at all vehicles on file, making sure we're presenting all maintenance needed for the car, and then setting up the proper expectation.
Right. Yeah, the quick lube scenario has its place, but it's never been particularly executed well, and frankly, it does mean dollars out the door. I tell people when we do the Know Your Car Night events for the Car Lady Canada that we are not a quick lube, that we're a full service facility with trained professionals that provide you with the very best maintenance for your vehicle long term. We don't see you often. As you know, the maintenance intervals have gotten so far apart.
Yes.
A Volkswagen is once, and Audi is once a year, 15,000 K.
Yeah, often once a year we're seeing the
Oil Life Monitor extends those intervals. So if you're going to have an experience with the customer, don't make it a in and out. You want to make it what you're saying, a full service appointment where you're checking VINs and you're doing a good old fashioned walk around.
Yeah.
A good old fashioned walk around.
Yeah.
The number one thing, I always qualify all my stores when we go in to do the events, we always say, what's the number one thing you want people to know? And number one always is that your appointment is a check-in time. That you're checking in the vehicle with the service advisor. It doesn't mean the car goes from the drive-through into the shop.
So that's setting the proper expectation.
Setting the proper expectation, right? And that you're also aware that if you are going to use, and if the dealership wants to have express services, as to your point, it can be first come, first serve, and you could roll in at 10, sign a work order, but you may not have anybody look at your car for an hour or two. So you need to be prepared to where you are on the list. right? So when you've got that appointment, you secure your spot with the advisor, you check the car in, you have these other things looked at, again, VIN, a decent walk around. You're not in that often. You got to have a good car. Take a few minutes.
Yeah. You know what, Christine, I just wanted to point something else out quickly that happened recently on one of our accounts. And I think dealers need to leave enough time in their schedule to look after the 911s and leave that gap, that little bit of space so they can do that. So a customer had just bought their car not that long ago, had gotten a flat, came into with a donut just as a walk-in. No, can't do it today. Or maybe leave the car all day. Do you know what? The customer turned around and he went somewhere else, bought a brand new tire, had it put on, and said, that's it. So now we just lost, now we lost that guy forever.
Yeah. And I'm not there at the store every day turning wrenches the way I used to, right? So I understand the concept of it really gets busy, but you and I have made enough appointments and met enough customers just to give this small piece of advice. The extra 5 or 10 minutes that you take, and I get times at a premium, but that extra 5 and 10 minutes can take your store from this to this in both ROI and customer experience. And that's what we're all about.
I think we have to look at the big picture and long term, just not what's in front of us, which can be easy to do as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
It was great to speak with you, Christine. Just talking quickly about appointment process.
Appointment process.
Yeah, absolutely. And why, you know, the drive-through service isn't always the right answer.
I love the drive-through, and those people are working hard out there, right?
Absolutely.
But I think the most important thing, like, you may not have every single process in place, but if you have this one thing, you'll go a long way. And you know what that is? A greeting. Yeah. Hi, thanks for driving in. I'll be with you in a sec. How many times have you gone into a drive-through and all you see is the people going like this?
Yeah, people want to be acknowledged.
Right? If you could just say, hey, hi, how are you? I'll be right with you, right? And I know a lot of stores, they're taking it a step further. They're actually putting a greeter in, right? Yes. And I think that's
then you've got Paragon Honda who are actually pick up and drop off valet right to your home.
Beautiful.
So, you know, let's kick it up a notch.
I don't think they're coming to Mild May though, Janis. You know what I mean?
I know the Canadian market's a little tougher to service, that's for sure. It was great to speak with you, Christine. So dealers, give us a call. Janis at the Car Girls, Christine at the Car Lady. That's us.
Love to hear from you. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Comment and like.
And take care. Share. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.
I don't know how we did.
You got to turn recording off.
I shut it off. Start video. I stopped it.
Okay. It still says recording. Oh, maybe it's just
does?
paused.
Oh, pause recording.